I honestly knew
It was over.
the first time I walked into the restaurant and saw you,
Yeah.
especially once we had a chance to sit down because you were so funny and sweet and you have that thing about you, the sweetness that just makes girls melt. And
Yeah. And my pants were extra tight that night. So I think that obviously when you look down south, you were a little aroused.
honestly, I didn't look
What?
down south.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So why?
No, I think that's great. So
Your huge penis?
it wasn't my huge penis, which is
No.
always what happens. It's
No.
always the huge penis thing.
It wasn't that, honey.
And so that means that's really validating.
I mean, that's a plus, but it wasn't that.
But that makes me feel good as a person because she didn't, I'm just used to women falling in love with me for my huge penis. But this time, someone really loved me for me. And that's special.
It's touching, isn't it?
You can't buy that in any store.
No.
No. I knew I wanted to marry you the first time I in you, and I didn't ask you to leave my house. I knew when you actually wanted to have a conversation with her. This is the one. I knew that I wanted to marry Carmen the first time I laid eyes on her.
Okay. Sweet, baby.
Thank you.
I knew I wanted to marry Dave after he and he wanted me to stay.
This Carmen right here.
That would be me.
That's you. The most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Sometimes I look at you and it's hard for me to believe that you're an actual person. I was like, wow, that's an actual person.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
It's true. You're phenomenal.
Oh, well, look at this guy.
Smoking.
You're not so bad yourself,
You are
Dave.
smoking. Like I said, I've said it before, I would have married her just on looks alone. For sure. Absolutely.
Good. I feel so much better knowing that, actually.
You could have been a raving bitch, and I would have asked you to marry me. It just so happens that you happen to be the sweetest, little, cuddliest little thing I've ever seen, too.
Other than his beautiful skin and his sexy, incredibly toned body and his huge...
Oh, thank you. Wow, that's sweet.
He has the most intense, beautiful eyes I've ever seen. If you look into Dave's eyes, ladies, watch out, because you'll fall in love.
You never know what will happen.
Dave has changed my life in so many different ways.
Well, let's hear him.
I saw the lip go out.
I was waiting with a knowing...
I love the lip.
Thank you. It's
the cutest thing I've ever seen.
It's like...
I really
You wanna know
hate
what
that.
the lip
I
is?
hate that.
What?
I just hated this one.
Well, no. Let's explain the lip.
I just hated me in this take.
Okay, but what the lip is I know what she's going to say, but let's hear it anyway. See what I'm saying? I know what this is going to be, but let's check it out anyway.
It's very manipulative.
It's
that
not.
lip.
How is it manipulative?
He gets his way when he pokes the lip
How
out.
is it manipulative?
Because you use it to get what you want. Am I right?
But that's just intention. I'm not manipulating anything. It's just I intend to get what I want, so I bust out the lip.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Anyway.
Can I just tell the guys at home?
What?
If you want something, you want to go play cards, you want to go to a party, you want to just roll with the boys, and your girl says no, just bust out that lower lip. Please.
Look at how cute he is. Okay.
I don't know if I'm doing it good, but
Anyway.
trust me, lower lip or finger something. All
Finger
right.
something. Ew.
Not that, but thumbs, just kind of rub something.
No,
with
that
your
doesn't
hand.
work.
It does.
I have to
Watch this.
Ladies, it doesn't work.
Watch this. You have to watch. Okay, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It's working.
Yeah, you didn't get me on that one.
So you don't even know what you're saying now, do you?
Yes, I do.
Tell him.
You filled
Tell him.
this empty place in my heart.
It's not the only empty place I filled. If you know what I'm talking about, people at home.
It always goes in that direction.
I'm trying
Doesn't it, honey?
I'm trying to up the ratings here. Of course, it's going to go in that
Of
direction.
course, yeah, because,
What's going to sell? What's going to sell more, sex or emotion?
Sex.
There you go.
We all make mistakes, so no one's perfect.
It's
You
true.
can't judge your partner, but you can be honest, and that's, I can't tell you.
That's the
how
most
wonderful
liberating
it is.
thing I can tell you about our relationship, and I think that something I've missed in relationships before is that, if you're totally honest and disclose everything or at least answer honestly everything that you're asked, and you ask each other questions. I mean, there's nothing we don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing. Trust me, if there's any of you out there that have hung out with me and you think she doesn't know what we were up to, she knows. Trust me.
And vice versa.
And vice versa. And even that guy and that girl. Now, what about this thing? What about the time she knows.
That's right.
One of the things for us is that when you've slept with all the people that you think you could possibly want to sleep with, and you've done all the drugs, and you've drank as much as you want to, and you've toured, and you've worked, and you've jumped out of airplanes, and gone scuba diving, and swam with sharks, literally and figuratively, what's left, really? And for me, it was like the white picket fence, the wife, and the home life. The baby. Yeah. We'll talk about that.
You're gonna love this one. So we're at our bachelor party. It's a joint bachelorette party. Having the time of our lives. That party was so much fun. It was insane. Everyone, I mean, to this day, people can't stop talking about how much fun they had.
I didn't tell you this, but George Clooney called Brent and said, I want a bachelor party like Navarro and Electra's.
No.
Clooney.
He did?
Oh, yeah. Perfect storm, Clooney.
Awesome.
Isn't that the shit?
So we had, like hot strippers giving lap dances and porno stars.
He played a fisherman in that movie. George Clooney.
Uh-huh.
I just don't want you to get to the end of the story.
Of course. Because it's about you.
Yeah. It had that
It's
Mark Wahlberg.
a bit embarrassing.
It had that Mark Wahlberg.
Okay. So Dave and I are getting a lap dance by this beautiful tall blonde.
True.
Sitting next to Dave. And she's practically on top of him. And I'm okay with it, because it's our bachelorette party.
Yeah.
And he farts. He let one rip, and it smelled so bad.
It wasn't that bad.
And it was just...
The music was loud, and no one could hear it,
It was the worst. It smelled horrendous. And I just thought that was so funny, because,
It was awesome.
You got this hot chick, naked chick on you, your
She's
girl's
like
next
doing
to
her
you.
thing,
She's like grinding, and it's, he just lets one rip. So that's my story.
Well, you gotta be, you know what? Here's the good side of that.
Okay.
Is that I'm so in love with you that A, I'm that comfortable around you, right?
To fart on a stripper?
And B, that she must have not been that hot, otherwise I would have definitely squeezed it up. Right? So you gotta know at least I wasn't attracted to her.
I don't think, I think you were. I think it just was one of those.
You think it was an accident?
I think it was an accident.
Come on. I'm 36.
Well, at least thank God you didn't have a worse accident.
Oh yeah, those are not good.
That wouldn't be good.
Yeah. Remember the doctor in the house call?
Yes.
That was fun.
I don't know how fun it was, actually.
Well, no, the appointment wasn't that fun, but what he gave us for a wedding present, that was a good wedding present.
Well, we thought it was going to be.
We thought it was going to be good. It was a prescription of Viagra.
So we were so excited,
Viagra, oh,
to get
Viagra.
back to the room, and, we were going to, I was going to hit that shit.
Wedding night, after the ceremony, Viagra time.
And I took Viagra
We
as
both
well.
took Viagra. And we had great time.
Great sex.
I had a big, long-lasting erection.
He did.
It looked something like this,
Well,
but without fingers.
not quite.
Well,
Move it down a little bit.
Like that, right? Like that?
A little smaller.
Come on, dude, they're watching.
Bigger.
Yeah, it was like that. It was somewhere like.
But then what happened to us?
Then it stayed like this for about 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
And even after we were through, that just wouldn't go away. And we had throbbing headaches for 6
The
hours.
worst headaches ever.
Migraines.
We were so miserable.
Wanted to kill ourselves.
Yeah, true.
Remember the night of our wedding afterwards?
Yes.
When we went up to the room?
We were so excited. We had Viagra.
So excited.
I even took the Viagra, because it's supposed to stimulate.
Twin Viagras.
Yes.
One for the penis area and one for the vagina area.
Mix it together, and what do you get?
You get rip-roaring fun.
That's right.
That's right. All the blood flowing in all the right
You get babies.
places.
Lots of babies.
You get babies, you get erections, you get juices. We had to...
Juices. It was a juice bar up there.
I'm telling you, we had to get towels.
Smoothies,
Towels. And in fact, afterwards, Carmen got up to walk across the floor, and I followed her, and I slipped. Because she left a little bit of a trail, if you know what I'm saying. That stuff worked. It was a little trail. But yeah, so we had a great time. The sex was amazing. But it was followed by 6 hours of the worst headache we ever. Either one of us had ever experienced.
We were so miserable.
It was horrible.
It was the happiest day of our lives, and we were miserable.
Miserable. The sex was great.
Yeah, sex was amazing.
But it's not bad without it, too.
Now that we're married, I mean, I definitely want to continue working and...
Sorry.
Sorry. It's okay. And Dave as well. You know, I definitely want to have a baby, but I feel like I have 3 of them right now. I have Dave.
Yes, you do.
Who's like my 3-year-old son at times, like at the doctor's office pulling his little penis out.
His
like,
little penis?
Well, a soft penis.
Okay.
You know.
I did.
And I did you feel like a mom, like put it away.
I actually need a penis reduction surgery.
So yeah, he was inquiring about that. And then I have Richard, our houseboy.
Yeah.
And who's like my teenage son, and Daisy.
So you're well groomed for this job. It's time to have a baby.
That's true. I think we should.
Time to have
a
a child.
I think it's time. I mean, I would love to have a mother-daughter relationship, you know, and I think you probably would too, because
I'd have a father-daughter relationship, for sure.
I don't even know why I just said we would both want that. That's kind of weird.
No.
We'll take that again.
We want a relationship. We want a relationship with a child.
Definitely.
That's right. A little one.
Hopefully not a big one.
Yeah, we want to have a good one.
I don't want to have a big child. You know? No, but this is great. This is great.
Okay. We're waiting.
I read somewhere that for Dave's wedding present, I got a little tighten up. Did you remember
I did read that. I read that. That she got a little stitch up in the groin area.
I didn't even know you could do that.
But now that we know.
Now that we know, I mean, I've got an appointment scheduled right now. I'm like, off to the...
They didn't even tell us where to get that done.
But how crazy was that? Remember when we read that?
Yeah, an extra stitch, a honeymoon stitch, they call it.
That's unbelievable.
For a wedding present.
And you were also going to get your penis enlarged for a wedding present.
Well, I was going to get it reduced.
I was ready to feel something. Thought I might want to feel a little something on the wedding night.